Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy and welcome back to another magical pie recipe. Today I'm going to be making an old-fashioned icebox lemon pie that requires no baking and just a very minimal amount of ingredients. So if you're using a store-bought graham cracker crust, there are only 3 ingredients in this recipe. 3! No baking involved, just mixing, put it in the fridge. Icebox lemon pie. Now I discovered this recipe when I was researching my cremora tart recipe. If you haven't seen that amazing recipe, I shall put the link down below. That's another no-bake recipe that makes this beautiful kind of cheesecake-like pie that uses non-dairy creamer. This recipe is very similar. We're not using any non-dairy creamer. We're just using lemon juice and condensed milk. What? Because concocting in the kitchen happens to be what I do, I happen to have a store-bought graham cracker crust in my pantry. Understandably, many of you may not, but putting a graham cracker crust, it couldn't be any easier. You just need, of course, graham crackers and some butter. So if you need some basic instructions on how to put together a graham cracker crust, I'll put a link down below to a video I did demonstrating it, but it's super simple. You just crush up a couple sleeves of graham crackers until you get nice fine crumbs, and then you're going to use some melted butter, 4 to 6 tablespoons, and then you're going to add that to your crumbs, and then you're just going to press this crummy mixture into a pie plate. And then once you get a nice even layer, you're going to put it in the refrigerator and allow the butter to set up. And there you have it, your graham cracker crust. In this case, I'm using a store-bought standard crust, and to make the filling is so simple. You just need 2 ingredients. You need 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. Condensed milk is just milk that has been condensed down or cooked with sugar until it gets this kind of ropey, thick, sweetened consistency. It's super handy. It has a great shelf life. You can just have it in your pantry. It's great for sweetening coffee. It's great for making different kinds of teas like milk teas or boba drinks, and it's great for making pies like this. You're gonna empty 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk into a large bowl, and then you're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of lemon juice. I'm using fresh lemon juice. If you've got bottled lemon juice, you could use that as well. I think the flavor of fresh lemons would be better. As you can see, my lemons are pretty spent. I've had these in the refrigerator for a couple weeks now, and I knew I need to use them up, so this was a perfect recipe. And I've read some other recipes actually include using some of the zest. I think you'll get a stronger lemon flavor with that, but I just want to make the simplest version, so I didn't do that. Save a couple cross sections of your lemon for decoration. So once you've juiced all of your lemons, you're just going to slowly add that with a whisk to your condensed milk. Whisk it together, and you'll see immediately the mixture begin to thicken just right before your eyes. It's so satisfying. It turns into this kind of pudding-like texture. And what's happening here is the acid is reacting with the proteins in the milk and thickening it, kind of creating like cream cheese. It's kind of curdling it, and it's just so satisfying to do. It's just beautiful and shiny. So you just whip this all together, and then you pour it into your pre-made crust, whether it's store-bought or homemade. Next, you're just going to cover this, place it in the refrigerator, and most recipes say to chill this at least a couple of hours, if not overnight. So I did overnight because I want to make sure it was as solid as possible, and the next day you're going to have this right here. So I think this is absolutely genius. You can take this little plastic part that comes with the pre-made crust, invert it, and it becomes a lid. Since my kids have been distance learning at home, it's a little bit too rambunctious in the main kitchen. So I'll be separating my time between the 2. So you'll see the old kitchen, you'll see this kitchen, you'll see this kitchen evolve as well. So stick with me, don't worry, it's all gonna be good. Okay, let's cut into this pie. Now, I'm gonna get a cutting board here. So I'm just gonna take the lemon slice and cut right into the radius, like that. So it's kind of like a Pac-Man. Give it a little twist, put that on top, and we got a little decoration there. Wah! My lemon's a little limp. Don't you hate it when your lemons are limp? At any rate, okay, let's go ahead and cut into this. I can't wait. Now my next question is, how good of a slice can I get out of this thing? I'm gonna actually move my lemon decoration. Watch, you can take your finger and you just do that. Dee dee dee, all is good. It feels pretty good. Give it a turn. The pre-made graham cracker crust feels a little bit crumbly. All right, here we go. Ooh. It worked. Look at that. It totally worked. I love it. I love it when recipes work. That's pretty amazing. 2 ingredients, and it sets up like a little custardy pie. And there was no baking involved. Zero. Alrighty, let's give our 3 ingredient lemon pie a taste. The old-fashioned icebox pie. Alrighty, itadakimasu. That actually has a stronger lemon flavor than I expected. So lemon juice, as we know, is very tart and acidic, but that great lemony flavor that I found that I enjoy, to me, a lot of that flavor comes from the oils in the zest. I was really tempted to add some zest to this to give that bright lemony flavor, but surprisingly, this has it in there. And sweetened condensed milk is very sweet, and the lemon juice does such a great job at balancing that out. It's enough kind of puckeriness and sweetness. The texture of the pie itself is very, very smooth and puddingy. It's not nearly as dense as, say, like a cheesecake, where you actually have some kind of texture or bite to it. This is very smooth in consistency, and the graham cracker crust is nice in there because it adds a little bit of bite to it, gives a little bit of contrast in terms of textures in your mouth. So this is an instant dessert. It takes almost no time to make. Although there is some time in refrigeration, this would be a brilliant recipe for a potluck, even though we're not potlucking at the moment. But it is so simple. I think it would be really fun to do with kids. I think they would feel very satisfied and accomplished making a dessert like this. And yeah, it doesn't taste half bad either. I do recommend, if you have the time, to make your own graham cracker crust. I think this one is really missing that great buttery flavor that comes with using real butter. Having said that, it is a great time saver to just buy a pre-made crust, although a homemade one would taste better. So there you have it. The easiest pie I've ever made, the old-fashioned icebox pie. 3 ingredients, and that's it. You've got dessert. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys are doing all right. Find me on social media, connect with me, talk with me. I've been reaching out more. I've just been feeling this need to connect more, and yeah, share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like I said, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye. Doop 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 doop.